While Christmas time has inspired more delectable cookies, none is more iconic than gingerbread. With the spunky kick of ginger and a sweet hint of moist molasses, this cookie traces its origin back to the 10th century, and today it comes in a variety of shapes, sizes and varieties depending on what part of the world you're in. Whether you're making a gingerbread man or a gingerbread house, the final product's bound to be a colorful concoction of ornamental candies and frosting. The only thing more fun than eating a gingerbread village like a giant monster is building the Christmas town from the ground up. It may be the one food you can't acceptably play with.
Now we're going to start with the wet ingredients to make a cookie dough. I'm going to put 1 cup of all-vegetable shortening. Into that, I'm going to put 1 cup of firmly packed light brown sugar. I'm going to put 2 large eggs, room temperature, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and a half a cup of blackstrap molasses. You just want to cream this together until light and fluffy. I'm going to get used to a hand mixer. You can do it by hands as well. Right, here we go. This one has already creamed that together, very smooth, very light and fluffy. You can maybe everyone should see that. After I just already scraping down the bowl occasionally, so we're going to set this aside to prepare for the dry ingredients. In a separate bowl, I have 6 cups of all-purpose flour. I also going to put it into this one. I have 2 teaspoons of baking soda, half teaspoons of baking powder, about like 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half teaspoons of ground nutmeg, 3/4 teaspoons of ground cloves, 3/4 teaspoons of allspice, and a half teaspoon of salt. Let's put that right into this. I'm just going to give this a stir with a wire whisk. These ones will incorporate for the dry ingredients. Now I'm going to put it in little by little to with the wet ingredients. We're going to stir with the wooden spoon. I don't want to bother with the hand mixer. So let's just put a little by little of the flour mixture. Just put many of those. I'm going to give that a stir. Right, just form into the cookie dough. Switch it with my hands. I just want to get something for gluten for the cookie dough. What you want to do, once you form into the dough, we're going to divide it into 3. Just want to make sure to wrap it tightly with some plastic wrap. Okay, make sure to evenly get formed into the disc. I just only wrapped 4 instead of 3. I just have so plenty of this one. Like this kind of disc. We're going to put into the fridge or the freezer for next day. We can do for the 1 day at a time. Have a little kiss tonight before we're going to make a rest. We got the next day that we're going to finish the rest of the cookie dough that could prepare for gingerbread. We just flour the board, and here are the first disc that we just slightly thawed after it just been for a while in the freezer or in the fridge. They just all took out for it. I'm just going to open up for that one. Always remember to flour your boards, then the rolling pin. Get yourself a flour on the board. Let's put this onto that one. Flour your rolling pin. Now we're ready to roll it. The cookie dough just already is almost getting thawed. That after we just put it into the fridge or in the freezer, I just want to get rolled out together. Just keep roll over here. You quite be sure you can see the cookie dough is gonna be rough over to that. I'm just gonna keep rolling it. If it's got solid, you can pound it down with the rolling pin. We got the cookie dough just rolled out. We're going to cut it any shapes you want. Then I'm going to be using these for the gingerbread man. And this is the fun part to making for the gingerbread man for the decorations. You can go ahead, just cut out your dough that you can making for the gingerbread man, even the gingerbread women. Just like that. I'm just going to make sure to put it onto the cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. That way for the easy cleanup.
I got like 12 of those gingerbread mans, and the rest of the cookie doughs or scraps they're going to prepare for the build and decorate for the gingerbread house for later that day. We're going to put the semi-oven that has been already preheated for 350 degrees. And we're going to bake it for 10 to 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. On the gingerbread man, I'm going to set that for 10 to 12 minutes. I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks. Here it is, guys. Gingerbread man is ready. Let me just turn this off. We're going to take it out from the oven. Let me just wear that oven mitt. Let's just put this on to this cooling rack. We're gonna let them cool completely. Now before you decorate the cookies, you want to cool it on a wire rack after it's baked for 10 to 12 minutes in the oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're quite sure you're able to see how the gingerbread turns perfectly great. For those gingerbread men and women, this could be for a very fairy tale character before Christmas is almost here. And now it's time to decorate for the gingerbread. Now I just already made royal icing from last year. I'm just going to put that link below in the description box at the end of this video. Now I just choose that just color it in red, green, blue, yellow, and white that I just already put it into the piping bag. I just snip a little corner off. I just want to make sure to decorate to draw onto the gingerbread cookies. It's going to be very nice and decision for those one. I've been showing this picture that I just found this on Google Images. They've been see for those one. They gotta see how much gingerbread they're going to be drawing for on those body. It's going to be have a nice and the decorative for decision one. So let's get to draw. I'm going to show you what the royal icing looks like that I just put it into the piping bag. Here is the red. You can see how brightly pink. Also green. Here is the blue. Here's the blue. Got the yellow one. And the white one that we're going to draw onto the cookie. So let's get to draw. I'm going to start with the white. I'm going to make sure to pipe all the way onto the cookie. I just always snip the corner off. Just a little. If you snip all the way through, you're going to end up rolling for the cookie. So I'm going to start to draw with the eye. Gotta draw with a smiley face. Now I drew the eyes, both hands and feet, add something for a smile. This is gonna be a happy face for the cutest gingerbread. Now I'm gonna add something for the buttons for each color. I'm gonna add the red for the button. You can also add any additional colors. I'm going to add the red to put it on the button. This is gonna be a really cute one. Look at this, how it looks like. I'm gonna do the same that we did for the red. I'm gonna add the green for the other gingerbread for the button. Like I said, you can also add any additional colors to add with the button of the gingerbread. Even like kids can decorate for the gingerbread. This might be for a fun part. I'm going to add with the scarf because it's going to be on the winter. I like to add something multiple buttons for those colors, like this one, red, green, and blue, and of course the yellow scarf. Now I decided I can draw the bow tie onto the gingerbread. This is going to be a very fancy one. I hope it's going to be much cuter. Look at that one. Isn't that cute for the gingerbread? Kids gonna love this. Once all your gingerbread cookies with men and women have cooled, feel free to decorate them however you wish. Don't be shy. Put your party dress on. This is how really cute one. I made those with beautiful colorful buttons. I add something for scarves and bow ties, and it's gonna be great for kids. Gonna have that for the gingerbread. If you're interested for more recipes, let me know in the comments below. We'll always be for sharing. Subscribe to my channel, Worldwide Campus News and Entertainment. Click the bell to see all notifications about the new videos and the latest video. And don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for everyone. As always, happy holidays.